A substitute teacher I'd never seen before locked our classroom door, looked at the 26 of us, and began asking questions designed to leave exactly one kid standing. And I didn't know yet that the entire performance was a trap built to find me. "Let's play a sorting game," she said too brightly. Everyone whose parents are divorced moved to the window. About half the class shuffled over, confused but going along because you go along when an adult tells you to. Good. Now, everyone who takes the bus, sit down. A cluster of kids dropped into chairs. It kept going, and it kept narrowing. Anyone who walks to school, move to the back wall. Me and 5 others. Back wall. Anyone who cuts through Harmon Park on the way, stay standing. Down to 3. My heart started doing something uncomfortable. "You two by the door. Sit if you leave your house after 7:40. They sat. I was the only one left standing. She looked at me for a long moment, a strange little smile on her face, and said, "Perfect. Everyone back to your seats." Then she taught fractions like nothing had happened, but I couldn't hear a word. Why did a substitute need to know the exact route I walked to school? At lunch, I told my friends it was creepy. Deacon said it was probably some icebreaker, but Priya frowned and said, "She never told us her name." When we came back, the sub was gone. Principal Vance was standing at the front instead, and he did not look calm. He asked each of us, one by one, exactly where we'd stood during every round of that game. He photographed our positions. When he got to me, the kid left alone in the back corner, his face drained of color, and he asked quietly, "Did she say anything to you specifically?" I said no, she'd just stared. He called my parents to come immediately. In his office, with my mom and dad and 2 police officers, I finally learned what the game had actually been. 3 weeks earlier, someone had robbed the phone repair shop on Halstead, the little one I passed every morning. The owner, an old man named Mr. Okafor, who used to wave at me through the window, had been shoved to the floor during the robbery and hit his head. He died 2 days later. The store's camera had been spray painted over. The only lead was a witness who'd seen a middle school kid in a green hoodie walk past right before it happened. That witness would be our only person who could identify the robber, Officer Reyes said. And the substitute who was in your classroom today doesn't work for the district. She used a stolen ID to get in. My mom's hand tightened on mine. "You think she came here?" "We think she came to find out which student walks past that shop at that exact time," Reyes said. "So she could identify the one witness who could put her at the scene and decide what to do about him." The whole room went cold. Me. She'd built that entire sorting game to narrow 26 kids down to the one who could send her to prison. Then it surfaced. The memory I hadn't known I had. 3 weeks ago I'd been late, music in my ears, and someone in a gray jacket had shoved past me coming out of Mr. Okafor's shop, counting cash. I hadn't thought about it since. But the substitute that morning had worn the same gray jacket with the same frayed cuff, and when she'd pointed at the board, I'd noticed a faded burn mark on the sleeve, the exact detail my brain had filed away from the man who'd bumped me. Same jacket, same person. "It was her," I said. "The substitute is the person I saw leaving the shop." Here's the poetic part. To find me, she'd walked into a school and signed in with a fake ID, putting her real face on the front entrance camera, time-stamped, undisguised for 1 clear second before she adjusted her glasses. The scheme she built to erase the only witness became the clearest evidence against her. They caught her at a bus station 2 days later. Her name was Eadow-Yoal, and she'd been robbing small shops for months. She thought sorting a classroom would tell her who to be afraid of. Instead, it told a principal exactly which child to protect, and told a camera exactly who she was. Mr. Okafor's shop is a little memorial now. I put the first flowers there myself. So tell me, if a stranger built an entire game just to find the one kid who could identify her, was that principal's gut feeling luck, or the only thing standing between me and becoming a loose end?